Welcome to today's Telecompetitor Interact webinar series entitled Phantom Traffic, How Much is Actually on My Network, sponsored by TimeData.
Gervais Telephone Company is an independent, member-owned cooperative in the central Willamette Valley in Oregon. We're about halfway between Portland and Salem. We serve residents and businesses in Gervais as an ILEC and in Woodburn, a town of about 21 or 22,000 as a CLEC, and the surrounding rural communities. And we offer products of voice, high-speed data, and direct TV video. A pretty typical small rural telephone company. We're on the unique thing is that we're on the border of the Portland and Salem EAS regions. It's the point where the two EAS territories meet, and it's long distance between the two areas. And because of this geographic location, we were the early target of individuals and businesses playing the long-distance arbitrage game. So for a long time, we've known we have phantom and unbilled traffic. The problem has always been identifying it and then billing it to the responsible parties. Gervais, we use TimeData services not just for the OECA transit traffic study. We have used them for network management, both in our wireless network, where we have point-to-point private line services and point-to-multipoint internet access lines. Management of our Ethernet high-speed data network, our voice network, and our SS7 signaling network. We depend on them to identify lost traffic, access revenue, and reciprocal compensation, as we've talked about, and isolate the SS7 and switch issues. We installed the SONAR system from TimeData in 2009. After we installed the SONAR and we got the preliminary results back, we've estimated that from the feature group C traffic that Terry talked about in the EAS traffic, that we'll be able to generate about $2,000 a month of hitherto unbilled traffic. The wireless reciprocal compensation, we think we'll get an additional $495 a month if our projections are right, and that's a total of almost $2,500. That's a significant amount of money for a company our size. I suppose we're about 900 access lines. For a company of 9,000 access lines, it would be an order of 10 or so greater. With the tight budgets we all have, Gervais Telephone can't let this money fall through the cracks. On the reciprocal compensation for the wireless, we signed agreements with 5 wireless companies in 2005, and almost all of them had a 2% factor. And as Terry stated earlier, the data that we've uncovered in the study indicates that the factor should really be up around 18%, much higher than the 2%. And then there are an additional 32 companies, wireless companies, that are terminating traffic on our network that we don't have agreements with. And now, admittedly, some of these are very small and it might not even be worth paying an attorney to negotiate a traffic agreement with them, but there's a significant amount of traffic that we're missing there. And if we pick out I think there's a 80-20 rule. If you pick out the 20% of them are doing 80% of the traffic, I'd be happy to get 80% of the traffic from these guys. That is, get it paid for. We're already getting it. The benefits that Gervais receives from TimeData is we use them for things as simple as alarm monitoring and is as complex as consulting on a wireless project. We're looking both at a WiMAX deployment and an LTE 4G project right now, and TimeData is helping us with that. We use them for ongoing technical planning and consultant, and of course the switch reconciliation and financial reconciliation. The results of the whole study and the SONAR deployment are that we found issues on our data network that helped us improve our service to our customers. On Ethernet data, so if you don't have a leaf node at one end or another, you're just pinging devices, and the SONAR probe can greatly help identify troubles that occur. And as we talked about, we've identified the reciprocal wireless compensation issues, and we've also picked up some trunk group blockages from our DMS-10 trunk group. And we've identified the huge amount of toll being routed over our EAS trunk group.